do the opposite of a bedtime story this morning because I feel to. We'll see how it goes. I woke to the sound of distant thunder, and while I was brushing my teeth, I heard it rumbling off in the distance, and I thought, perfect way to start my day. I'll go sit on the porch swing and watch it rain, which indeed I did, and that was delightful. You can hear probably that the daytime sounds on the porch swing are not quite as gentle as the night sounds, but it is the world I'm living in. So, got the people hustling about, hubbub going on, the cars going by, fire truck in the distance, all the soothing sounds of suburbia, and still the gentle rain. It rained somewhat heavily, and here in the south we don't have gutters unless we want them because we don't need them, and this house does not have gutters, so the rain pours off the roof and onto the ground. You hear it splatter. And so I sat and listened to it rain. And I sat on my porch swing, which I have now accidentally adorned with the patchwork blankie my mommy made me. And one of the many. And I enjoy them all a great deal. And this one in particular is extremely rugged. It's made from my grandpa Ezra's old work clothes. So lots of denim in here. And it's an incredibly rugged blanket, and I have used it for many years for my beach blanket. Use it at drum circle, but always when I go to the beach, and then also just in the woods, really anywhere, kind of a yoga mat. When I go to sound bath, anywhere I want a comfy spot, I take my blankie, and I have it in an old hippie bag that has special meaning to me as well. So, setting, I'm on my porch swing with my beach blankie. I didn't intend to make it cozy with the beach blanket. I just spread it out over the porch swing when I got home from drum circle last night because I needed it to dry out. You see, even on a dry day, when you lay your blanket on the sand, after the sun sets, the moisture comes up. Your blanket's going to get wet. So I always have to lay it out to dry before I fold it up and put it back in its bags. Last night when I got home, I threw it over the porch swing, thinking that'll be the perfect place for it to dry. Didn't know that I was making myself a cozy book nook for the morning. So this morning, sat here with my plants, which are all flourishing, except for Eeyore. I named him because he's always on the struggle bus. I don't know what he needs, but he's hanging in there, so we chill with him. So anyway, comfortable setting. It's still raining gently, and I sat and read. And the chapter that I opened to, which is where I left off in the book I've been reading, I have about a dozen books I'm reading, and I rarely finish them. Eventually I'll finish a dozen real close together, though. Just keep making progress here and there. Now that I got a porch swing, I'll read a lot more, I'm just sure of it. My trusted companion, Brother Samuel, who isn't quite ready to jump up into the porch swing yet. It's a bit too unsteady, but he'll get there. I'll have to sit on the porch swing with Brother Samuel at some point. So, today, read in the rain, in my comfy little jungle spot here. And a chapter that I had left off at, I hadn't opened this book in some time. The chapter I left off at was titled something that had meaning to me. And it was delightful to open the book and see what chapter I was about to read. And as I read that chapter, it felt like some messages in there. Because, as the fella in The Alchemist says, all books tell the same story. They all say the same thing. They do. And so if you listen, messages are all there. It's hard to hear because there's a lot of background noise. It's just like sitting here with all the background noise of the hubbub of the humans. It's hard to pick out the important stuff. Easy to do on the porch swing. You hear the birds and the frogs. They're the messengers. not the traffic noise. So I used all of these things, the things I read, the happenstance of where I opened the book, the blanket on the porch swing, being surrounded by my plants and my friend Sam, and starting my day with some ease. I'm going to go to great lengths to have ease for the rest of my days. We all really could have done it, had ease for the entirety, but we were told some stories that weren't true. And the less ease we have, the farther we get from it. It takes a while to climb your way back up that mountainside. But anyway, ease is where I'm headed. I work hard when I'm working, and when I'm not working, I chill. And so I considered all of these things elements of a tarot reading of sorts. Here are the signs. Here are the messages that I heard from Spirit this morning when I woke. It seemed like Spirit was waiting at the door, man. All kinds of stuff to tell you this morning. And even the timing, what time things happen, seemed important. So I did that, and it was very meaningful to me, and I'll spare you the details of that tarot reading because it wouldn't make much sense if you hadn't been along my journey for the past several years. But I wanted to tell that story because I like to tell stories that sometimes they aren't always bedtime stories, because I hope that you'll consider doing it as well. Have a moment or a time that you set aside, or take a moment to recognize when Spirit has sent you messages in ease. Ease and presence go hand in hand. In fact, you probably can't have presence without ease. And ease brings presence. And porch swings bring ease, at least for me and Brother Samuel. So there's my daytime story. I suppose it could be a bedtime story. It's just not dark and close to sleepy time. So, as always, day or night, I hope that wherever you are, you feel safe and loved. You have a good day.